Awesome. No worries.
Filipino language, magandang gabi!
Maayong gabi, Playhouse!
Buenos noches.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our 4th Annual Cultural Gala. We are your hosts. My name is Gemma.
I'm Apple.
And I'm Richard.
Alright, and without further ado, let us give a warm welcome to Roxanne, Eliza, and Eunice to sing the Philippine and the Canadian National Anthem.
Di ko kasi
year, the 121st Philippine Independence Day was celebrated last Wednesday to commemorate the independence of the Philippines from Spain, gained on June 12, 1898. It is one of the most important holidays in the Philippines since it signifies the country's freedom from the colonial rule of Spain for about 3 centuries.
Not only that, we are as well celebrating the first Filipino Heritage Month in New Brunswick, which was proclaimed last May 27, 2019, and officially commenced last June 1st of 2019.
That came out in the 80s, composed by Filipino composer Gary Granada. For the internationally acclaimed Filipino singer Lea Salonga. It was released merely 2 years after the EDSA Revolution. It captivated the optimism, the spirit of the times after the country removed its shackles to claim freedom.
That's right, Apple. Singing for us tonight is an international performer, previously based from the Philippines, now lends her unique character to the North American scene. So, may we call on Miss Nadia Moore.
Naglilining sa buong kapuluan. Taglay ko ang hiwaga ng silangan, at saan mang bayan o lungsod, maging timog, ilaga o kanluran, ang Pilipino ay namumungkot. Sama-sama nating abutin, pinakamatayong nabituin, at ang ating tagumpay, tagumpay ng aking lahi, tagumpay ng aking lipi, ang aking minimiti at inaasam. Hanggat ko'y tagumpay nating lahat. Ako ay may isang munting pangarap sa aking nakilang piling, at sasama-sama nating pagsisikap, sama-sama rin mararating ang ibang-ibang galaw, iisang patutunguhan. Dito isang araw, isang kapuluan. Sama-sama nating abutin, pinakamatayang nabituin, at ang ating tagumpay, tagumpay ng ating lahi, tagumpay ng aking lipi, ang aking minimiti at inaasam. Hanggat ko'y tagumpay nating
Thank you so much, Ms. Nadia Moore, for that very wonderful OPM song. At this point, I'd like to call Mr. Roland Moreno, founder of the FCNB, to say a few words for us tonight.
sorry, I cannot see you all, but we're excited that everyone is here. And it's always an inspiration for us to be here and even inspire other communities to do the same thing as what we do as Filipinos. So I'd like to acknowledge our dignitaries. I hope I can see them. Honorable Mandi Corsi, Honorable David Kuhn, Honorable Stephen Horseman, Mike O'Brien, and ladies and gentlemen. Good evening everyone and happy Filipino Heritage Month. As you know, the House of Commons of Canada adopted Motion 155 declaring June as Filipino Heritage Month. The declaration recognizes the contribution of the Filipino Canadians to our society, the richness of the Filipino language and culture, and the importance of reflecting upon Filipino heritage for future generations. Thanks to Salma Sahid, Member of Parliament for Scarborough Centre, Ontario, for these private motions in the House of Commons. I want also to thank our MP, Mandi Corsi, our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, and the rest of 290 MPs for the landmark unanimous vote at the House of Commons on October 2018. This year's celebration will be the first time that the Filipino Heritage Month will be celebrated after the proclamation. As you may know, our organization, the Filipino Canadian Community of New Brunswick, has been celebrating this event and other activities for the last 3 years in commemorating the Philippine Independence Day. The celebration this year includes the Filipino Heritage Month proclamation at the City Hall by Mayor Mike O'Brien, followed by David Kuhn and Deputy Mayor Stephen Hicks for celebrating with us by raising our Philippine flag at the front of the City Hall. We also have a cutting ceremony. We have special songs and dance performance from the members of the Filipino community. We will also have film showing across New Brunswick and also dance workshop to enable them to also do the same celebration as we're doing in Fredericton. For the last 3 years, the Filipino population has shown significant growth thanks to the New Brunswick Provincial Nominee Programs, Express Entry, and the Atlantic Immigration Pilot Programs. The events that we're having during this celebration are an opportunity for Filipinos to connect with each other and the local communities. We believe that tonight's event and other action events have significant impacts in the retention of the Filipinos in New Brunswick. Filipino immigrants have retention rate of 84% compared to the average retention of 72% of all immigrants in New Brunswick. And we're really proud of it that we call New Brunswick a home for Filipinos. This year, as you know, Filipinos celebrate the 121st anniversary of the proclamation of the Philippine Independence Days, and this year also marks the 70th anniversary of the Philippine-Canada relation. As we celebrate this event, Filipinos, let's be thankful for Canada and its citizens for welcoming us on this beautiful country. Mabuhay Fredericton, mabuhay New Brunswick, mabuhay Canada, and mabuhay Philippines. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Roland Moreno, for the inspiring words. I'd like to call Mrs. Gina Moreno, President of FCNB, to say a few words.
Good morning, good evening everyone, and I can see this. It's too bright. I would like to welcome all the visitors from Quebec, Moncton, and Nova Scotia, and there is some Woodstock in outside the province. Thank you so much. And I would like to thank all the volunteers, the dancers, and also I would like to acknowledge FMY because these newcomers that they participate tonight for dancing. Thank you so much, and Shout out to Mr. The manager from Burger King's North Side. Thank you so much. And this is our first Heritage Month here in New Brunswick. Thank you for support, all the Mr. Matacorsi, all the dignitary here. Thank you so much, and have fun, everyone, and enjoy.
Thank you, Madam President. I would like to call upon His Worship, Mike O'Brien, the Mayor of Fredericton, to the podium.
Good evening, everybody, and it's a real honor to be here. And it's the first Filipino-Canadian Heritage Month, and we were very honored to declare, do the proclamation at the City Hall and raise the flag. And we're so honored that there's so many Philippine. The community is growing, and the Philippine New Brunswick Association is so active in making people feel welcome, helping them settle, and you know what, promoting the Philippines here too. So be proud of your home country. I've got to visit there after seeing some of that scenery. I've traveled a lot around the world, but I haven't been to the Philippines. But I'm so honored and proud that there's so many Philippines that feel comfortable coming to our province and our city. You make us better, you make us more diverse, and you're helping drive our economy. So, but tonight is here to celebrate your heritage and your culture. And I can't wait. That was a fantastic start to the evening, and I can't wait to see the rest of the performance. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor O'Brien, for those kind words for us tonight. And next I would like to invite Honorable David Kuhn, Office of the Leader of the Green Party, to say a few words for us.
Thank you very much, and good evening, bonjour, bonsoir tout le monde. Bienvenue aux invités distingués. It's wonderful to have visitors from outside the Fredericton and outside of the province to join us in celebrating this very special month. It's quite something and an honor to participate in the gala. First one that's been held during the declaration, as a result of the declaration of Filipino Heritage Month by our House of Commons. That's probably the first time they've all agreed on something for a long time. And what a great thing to agree on. There should be Filipino Heritage Month in Canada, and everyone agreed to that. And of course they would, so that's fantastic. It's a great way to launch this month. It will become an annual event, I'm sure, in Fredericton, which people will continue to love to participate in. Thank you for the tremendous contribution to all the Filipino Canadians, to our city and to our province, and you have amazing, wonderful children and youth participating in these shows. There's so much energy. It's so great to see how they're included in presenting your culture and learning your culture, since they're here now in Canada. So have a great evening. Enjoy the show.
Thank you, Honorable David Kuhn. Now I'd like to invite the Honorable Matt DeCourcy, the Member of Parliament for Fredericton, to the podium.
Merci beaucoup à vous tous. Thank you all, Salamat, for the invitation to be here. Et merci à tous nos amis qui ont voyagé de loin pour se joindre à nous pour cette célébration si fantastique pour notre ville, notre région, ainsi que pour toute la Canada. It's such an honor to be here on what is both a celebration of the 121st Philippines Independence Day, Philippines Heritage Month in Canada, as well as Immigration Month in Fredericton. David made a joke about our ability to unanimously agree that this should be a month to celebrate Filipino heritage. The problem, David, is that none of us can agree who has the most vibrant Filipino community in this country. My friends in Winnipeg say it's there, my friends in Toronto say it's there, but I say it is here in New Brunswick, the most vibrant Filipino community across this country. And as we celebrate both your heritage and we celebrate Immigration Month in Fredericton, we are reminded that the arrival of Filipino newcomers to this community is revitalizing our region and is breathing new growth into our communities. Our economy is growing. We are creating jobs. Our communities are more diverse, more accepting, and that is because of the ability of the Filipino-Canadian Association, the Filipino-Canadian community of New Brunswick, to be such a warm welcome mat for those who arrive from abroad. Roland mentioned that there's an 84% retention rate for Filipino newcomers here in New Brunswick. It's because of the work of people like Roland and Gina and so many others in this room who roll out the welcome mat, who provide all the supports, who work with stakeholders and institutions in this community to make it such a great spot to live, work, and play. And we're so proud to be here celebrating with you this evening. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. And once again, salamat.
Thank you, Honorable Percy. I would like to acknowledge the presence of our Filipino Canadians from Quebec, from Woodstock, Moncton, Nova Scotia, and to other parts of Canada who are here today to join and support us.
Let's give everyone a round of applause. Energy. Last year, we revisit the Philippines again with the emphasis on our important events that are almost getting to be forgotten. But tonight, we will tell you the story about our beginning, our freedom that we owe to our great-great-grandparents. In short, to our ancestors who sacrificed and has been passed from generation to generation.
The title of our show is Pamana, or Heritage. As we all know, heritage is about handing over any legacy from the past, what we live today, and what we pass on to our future generations. It is the manifestation of our nation's development through history, and it embodies our unique cultural identity.
Today, you will discover about the Philippine culture, which are combinations of traditions, influences of the native people, and the culture that have once colonized the Philippines.
Ladies and gentlemen, Playhouse, are you ready?
We are.
Let me hear you say, are you ready? That's the energy. Let me hear you one more time. Are you ready? Nice. Let the show begin.
That girl. Where is that old man again? I told him to clean up this mess, but he never did. Again! Men cannot really be trusted in the house. Really? Isn't it?
No.
Well, I guess I have to clean it myself again. I think I need some twist. Morning twist.
Oh, come on, Margarita. You've been doing that morning exercise for 48 years now. Can we dance to something modern?
Oh no, Antonio. Have shame on yourself. Those musics are for millennials. We're too old for that.
Lolo Land. So, what brings you here?
Well, you know our little boy here is always nagging. He wants to visit you every day.
Oh,
Maybe get like
David.
I have like I
Well,
have this covered.
I guess everybody must be hungry. I think I'm going to check the kitchen. Oh, wait! Any requests?
Chicken adobo!
Coming!
Wait, Ma, I'll go help you.
I think I need to go to the grocery to get us some snack and ice cream.
And chocolate, please.
At your service, our princess.
So, how's your schooling?
Actually, no, the truth is, Tonto wanted to come here because he needs your help reading his assignment.
No, Lolo, I really miss you and also need your help.
Well, you can ask me anything, but not mathematics. I hate that subject.
Is that the reason why you just decided to be a dancer?
Yes, because I can only count 1 to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How can I help you, a handsome boy like me?
Well, our teacher said, no. We have an assignment because,
Oh, history?
yeah,
Okay.
we have to tell a story about our ancestors.
Well, you know, you came to the right place. Our ancestors, the Filipinos' history, is very rich and colorful. We have undergone a lot of struggle before we got our freedom.
What do you mean, Lolo? Do you mean the Filipinos didn't have freedom before?
Yes, sad to say, we were slaves of our own country for hundreds of years. It was in 1521 when a group of Spaniards with a total of 5 big ships came to an island in Asia. They were traveling and sailing the Pacific Ocean for 2 years when they came across and landed the island in Cebu. The Spanish conquerors were being headed by Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese but serving for the King of Spain, King Philip II.
Sure.
At last, after 2 years of sailings, we have found a beautiful island. King Philip will be delighted.
Senor Magellan, what shall we call this beautiful place? It's so beautiful!
We are going to call this the Philippines, in the name of our king, King Philip II.
Senor, the people are coming.
Sandali, sandali! Hindi kami mga kaaway! Naparito kami sa ngalan ng kapayapaan.
Ano ang ginagawa niyo sa aming lugar?
Kilala ko po kayo. Mahal na hari. Siya po si Senyor Ferdinand Magellan.
We are here to make some peace and help you. And we brought some peace offerings and trades for you. The King of Spain brought us here so we can help you and your people to make good houses and a better life.
Narito kami bilang representante. Sabi po niya, mahal na hari, ng aming hari na si King Philip II of Spain upang kayo ay tulungan na umunlad at magkaroon ng magandang buhay.
Bring out the gifts.
Yeah.
Senyor, siya po si Raha Humamon. This is Raha Humamon and the Queen Humamon.
Maraming salamat, kapatid.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you for your beautiful iron.
Salamat sa iyong napakagandang lupain.
Umpisahan ang magdinig!
Kasama ko ang aking mga kababayan at kami ay hindi papayag na basta lang angkinin ng mga dayuhan na yan ang ating sariling bayan. Lalaban tayo!
The Battle of Mactan happened. And so the Battle of Mactan.
Yay, we won!
Not for long, Tonton. When King Philip II heard of their defeat, he ordered more ships to the Philippines. This time, headed by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. After that, our country have been slaves for 333 years. That is from 1521 to 1898.
333 years? Wow, that is older than you, Lolo.
Yes! 333 years is such a long time.
And that's the reason why some Filipinos are mestizo or white?
Yes, that is correct. We have learned a lot of languages from the Spanish, like Kumusta or Kumusta in Spanish, which means, how are you? Even the Harana, we learned that from the Spaniards.
What is Harana, Lolo?
Harana? Harana is serenade in English. You have to serenade and go to the women's place and sing her a love song.
That's cool, but hard. How can you communicate your love when you don't have Facebook?
What? You kids nowadays, you just talk on Facebook and after 3 days you're boyfriends and girlfriends.
3 days? That's too long, Lolo. Just 3 minutes when he's super cute.
You don't even know if he has bad breath. We don't have computers back then. That is why the guy has to go to the girl's house and serenade her with a love song.
You know what? Your Lola has really a beautiful voice during his prime. That's why I fell so in love with him.
And good looking too.
Is this love? Feeling restless inside, wanting you to always be by my side. I don't even want you out of my sight. You are in my thoughts all day and night. I can't get you out of my mind, 'cause I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love with you. Every single day, every single night, every single moment of my life, I wanna spend them all with you. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. It all happened so fast. What exactly am I feeling right now? If this is love, I got to know somehow just how long this madness will last. 'Cause I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love with you. Every single day, every single night, every single moment of my life, I wanna spend them all with you. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love with you. Tell me that you care, tell me please, tell me that you also feel the way that I do. 'Cause I think I'm in love. I think I'm in love.
Itanong mo sa akin, sino aking mahal? Itanong mo sa akin, sagot ko di magtatagal. Ikaw lang ang aking mahal, pag-ibig ko'y sa'yo lamang. Ibig na naranasan, ang aking tunay na nararamdaman.
princess. What happened, my dear?
Oh, he saw her new boyfriend in another girl in the pictures.
Look at them, Lola. They're holding hands. And look at their status. In a relationship? But he told me he loves me. Why are boys like that?
Oh, my dear. I told you. Don't trust these boys. They are all players. They will just play with your heart.
That is not true.
What?
We are not womanizers. Sometimes they are.
No, he told me that in this family you are the law.
Yes, I am the law. And your Lola is the law enforcer.
Not just the law enforcer, but the general.
General problem.
Your grandma was a great woman.
Come on, baby.
No.
some more? But first, a round of applause for our performers tonight. At this point, I'd like you to save your excitement because we'll be back after a 15-minute break. Thank you.
Wonderful performance. Next, may we call on Miss Nadia Moore.
Good evening once again and welcome to our second set, and thank you so much for staying. You know, I'm supposed to be doing a duet number with my singing partner, Leandro Mendoza, but unfortunately he couldn't make it tonight. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to do a duet number with our director for tonight, Mr. Chris De Guzman. Come on, let's do a duet together.
No. Sorry. No. I'm not ready. Sorry, Nadia, I'm not ready.
Just one song. Chicken.
Sorry, Nadia. I'm not ready to sing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not singing. They're not clapping their hands. One more introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, please have a big hand for Mr. Chris De Guzman.
Thank you.
That sounds better.
Yeah.
You like it better.
Thank you to all our guests. Go Raptors! Champion, first time NBA.
I know.
Yeah, okay. So why did you call me here?
So that we could do a duet, song together.
You know what? I've been protecting my career, my singing career, for more than 20 years. And I don't want to make a duet with a newbie here.
Okay?
Yeah, I can teach you some songs if you want.
Yeah, maybe I could learn something new tonight from you.
Okay, so what kind of song are we going to sing?
Your favorite song, your pick. You pick a song.
I'll pick a song?
Yeah.
Wait. Maybe we can do some 60s songs, you know. 60s.
Songs from the 60s?
Songs from the 60s.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
No, why don't we do a...
What?
Like, song from the Beatles?
Beatles?
Yeah.
You like Beatles songs?
See? You like it?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, do you have any song by the Beatles?
Yeah, Thriller. You know what? You know what? Have you seen Nadia more up close and personal? She's so beautiful. Look at them. Look at her. Yeah?
I pay him to say that,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
You wanted to see her face to face? Yeah, I'm going to charge $5 each. Okay, Beatles.
Okay.
What song?
You want me to start first?
Okay, sure.
Okay. I think. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be, 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 speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Wrong. Yeah, that's wrong. That's wrong lyrics.
Okay, you teach me the right word.
It's like this.
Then.
Let it be, let there be, let there be, let there be. Next to let there be is letter. See? You know it? One more. Letter C, letter C, letter C, letter C. Next to letter C is letter D. One more. Letter D, letter D, letter D, letter D. Next to letter D is letter E. Wow, how about a big hand? I told you.
I guess you're right because they know the words.
Yeah, they're all crazy like me.
Okay. What about, another song?
I want them. Okay, let's make a very simple song. How about a song from Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart? Can you do that?
Do you have the lyrics?
No. I need the copy.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
He's challenging me.
See, I told you I'm not ready. Hey.
Do you think we should try this one?
Yeah.
You know this song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
listen. Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely, and you're never coming around.
Turn around.
Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, then I see the look in your eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I fall apart. Every now and then I get a little bit restless and I dream of something wild. Every now and then I get a little bit restless and lying like a child in your arms. Every now and then I get a little bit angry and I know I've got to get out and cry. Every now and then I
That's all
now I'm
you
only
finish.
falling apart.
You're not yet done.
Nothing I can do to the eclipse of the heart.
I forgot the lyrics.
Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. And nothing I can say, the total eclipse of the heart. Woo!
Okay, you want more? Let's go to part 2. Go on, rock the show!
Let's give it up for Miss Nadia Moore and Mr. Chris de Guzman. Man, I could get drunk just turning around 1,000 times. You guys want some more? More of that?
very good. Each performance did their best, right? Nice. So as the mayor of your town, well, there are things that we need to look at. Okay? So, hopefully everything is okay. Oh, here's a good friend. Andres Bonifacio. What brought you here? Oh, my dear countrymen, my fellow Filipinos, I have a very heartbreaking news for you. Our beloved friend, Dr. Jose Rizal, has been captured by the Spaniards. He's now detained at Fort Santiago.
Rizal fights for our freedom. I want you, all of you, let's fight with Rizal so we can get our freedoms back. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas! Mabuhay! Mabuhay ang Rizal! Mabuhay! Long live Philippines! Long live Philippines! Long live Philippines! Come on, move it! Get in there. Stupid Filipinos, they think they can trick the Spanish government? I hope you rot in there for the rest of your life!
I will not be frightened. My life is not enough to the freedom of my countrymen. Our own country has been enslaved for 333 years, and this has to stop. I know my days are over, but my dream of getting the freedom will not.
Farewell, dear fatherland, climb sun to rest. Pearl of the Orient seas, our Eden lost. Gladly now I go to give thee this faded life's best, and were it brighter, fresher, or more blessed, still would it give thee, nor count the cost. On the field of battle, meet the frenzy of fight. Others have given their lives without doubt or heed. The place matters not cypress, or laurel, or lily white, scaffold or open plain, combat or martyrdom's plight. 'Tis ever the same, to serve our home and country's need. I die just when I see the dawn break, through the gloom of night, to herald the day. And if colors lacking, my blood thou shalt take, poured out at need for thy sake, to die with its crimson the waking way. My fatherland adore, that sadness to my sorrow lends. Beloved Filipinas, hear now my last goodbye. I give thee all, parents and kindred and friends, for I go where no slave before the oppressor bends, where fate can never kill, and God reigns e'er on high. friends of my childhood in the home dispossessed. Give thanks that I rest from the weary Sunday. Farewell to thee too, sweet friend that lighted my way. Beloved creatures all, farewell, in death there's a rest.
There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. Then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can't survive. So when you feel like and you finally see the truth that a hero lies in you, that a hero lies in you. That a hero lies in you.
Inaadina, bayan ko, binihag ka, nasadlak sa dusa. Ibon ng may layang lumipad, kulungin mo at umiiyak. Bayan pa kayang sakdal nila, ang di magnasang makaalpas. Pilipinas kong minumutya, pugad ng luha at kalita. Aking aghika, makita kang sakdal laya. Ibon man may layang lumipad, kulungin mo at umiiyak. Bayan pa kayang sakdal nila, ang di maglasang makaalpas. Pilipinas kong minumutya, pugad ng luha at dalita. Aking halika, makita kang sakdal laya.
Isa lang ang ating lahi, isa lang ang ating kung ang tinig mo'y kinarinig, ano nga bang halaga ng buhay? Sana'y di darating ba sa ngayon o magbabago ang panahon? Kung ang bawat pagkaingay laging pabulong, aanhin ko pa dito sa mundo ang mga matang nakikita'y di totoo. May ngiting luha ang likuran at baglay ang tanong ay kailan. Bakit di natin isabog ang pagmamahal? Sundan mo mo ng tanaw ang buhay. Mundo ay punan mo ng saya at gawing makulay. Iisa lang ang ating lahi, iisa lang ang ating libing. Bakit di pagmahal ang ialay mo? Patunay ang siyang nais mo. Ang pagdamay sa kapwa'y nandiyan sa palad mo. Ang gabi ay mayroong bukas. Pagkatapos ng dilim ay may liwanag. Araw ay agad nasisikat, iilawan ang ating landas. Ang mag-aisa bawat nating pangarap. Sinan mo ng tanaw ang buhay. Mundo ay punan mo ng saya at gawing makulay. Iisa lang ang ating lahi, iisa lang ang ating libing. Bakit di pagmahal ang ialay mo? Makulawang kulay ang siyang nais mo. Ang pagdamay sa kapwa'y nandiyan sa palad mo. Sundan mo ng buhay. Mundo ay punan mo ng saya, gawing makulay. Iisa lang ang ating lahi, iisa lang ang ating libing. Bakit di pagmamahal ang ialay mo? Ako na ang tunay ang siyang nais mo. Ang pagdamay sa kapwa'y nandiyan sa palad mo.
Yay! We won! We won!
Yes, we should thank our Filipino heroes for fighting for our freedom. On June 12, 1898, the Philippines declared its independence. But not for long. The Americans tried to conquer us.
Again?
Yes, they tried to conquer us and the war lasted for 6 years.
6 years? Wait, let me guess who won the war. The Philippines!
You are right.
Lolo, was it because of the American invasion in the Philippines why we Filipinos are good in English?
You are right again. The Americans stayed in the Philippines for a long time, and that's why our laws, our contracts, and even our teachings are in English. But not for long, the Americans decided to live in the Philippines. They even married Filipinas and started their own lives. Eventually, we learned about their culture, from their music to dances.
American music? Like hip-hop?
That is correct. But that started with ballroom, cha-cha, boogie. Oh, and my favorite, the can-can.
but I don't think I would. What about you?
No, I like Leia.
You like Leia too?
Dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, tu cuerpo para la alegría que se buena. Dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena. Dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, tu cuerpo para la alegría que se buena. Dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
On July 4, 1946, Manuel Rojas of the Nacionalista Party was inaugurated as the first president of the Republic of the Philippines. Rojas died in April 1948. He was succeeded by Ovidio Quirino. Both Rojas and Quirino had to deal with the Hukbanaha, a large anti-Japanese guerrilla organization which became a militant group that discredited the ruling elite. The group was eventually put down by President Quirino's Secretary of Defense, Ramon Magsaysay. Magsaysay defeated Quirino in the 1953 elections. He was a popular president and largely loved by the people. Magsaysay died in an airplane crash on March 17, 1957 and was succeeded by Carlos Garcia. Diosdado Macapagal won the 1961 presidential elections, and soon after he changed history by declaring June 12 as Independence Day. That day, Emilio Aguinaldo declared independence in Cavite from Spain in 1898. Aguinaldo was a guest of honor during the first Independence Day celebrations in 1962.
Such firearms are covered by licenses, but without the permission of the armed forces of the Philippines is punishable with death. Curfew is established from 12 o'clock midnight to 4 o'clock in the morning. The departure of Filipinos abroad is temporarily suspended. Exceptions, of course, are official missions that may be necessary. Clearances will be given by the Secretary of National Defense. In the meantime, rallies and demonstrations are prohibited. So too are strikes, especially.
Ferdinand Marcos was elected president in 1965. He was re-elected in 1969. However, the Philippines was dogged by poverty and inequality. In the 1960s, a land reform program began. However, many peasants were frustrated by slow progress, and a communist insurgency began in the countryside. On 21st of September 1972, Marcos declared martial law. He imposed a curfew, suspended Congress, and arrested opposition leaders. The Marcos dictatorship was exceedingly corrupt, and Marcos and his cronies enriched themselves.
The Philippines won so many wars. We gained our freedom. Finally, we have our country we can call our own.
But the freedom was just temporary, because the people of the Philippines experienced fear when a dictator ruled the country for over 20 years. In fact, in 1972, martial law was declared by President Ferdinand Marcos.
And the people are being raided on their own homes without even warrant, and they are illegally discharged without even...
They target the political opponents, workers, students, and activists who fought against Marcos' dictatorship.
thousands of murder victims were mutilated and tortured before their bodies were being dumped in various places, sowing fear among the public.
Not until 1986 that we decided to say, tama na, sobra na, enough is enough. We have to fight dictatorship.
People started to gather along the streets, calling for the fall of the dictatorship, when millions and millions of Filipino people marched to the EDSA for a bloodless revolution.
And the EDSA revolution became history.
And we had thrown a dictator to regain our freedom through a peaceful revolution.
Freedom, that's what we all now possess.
A fight that our fathers and mothers have fought for the future of us, the Filipino children.
one, but I need it.
Share kayo ni Ann. Share na lang kayo. Share na lang.
It's okay.
papayag mawala kang muli. Di na ko papayag na muling mabawi.
Ating kalayaan kay tagal na nating ngiti. Di na papayagang mabawi muli. Ay sarap palang maging Pilipino. Sama-sama isa at hikain. Pagkailanman di na paaalipin. Handog ng Pilipino sa mundo. Mapayapang para ang pagbabago. Katotohanan, kalayaan, katarungan ay kayang makamit na walang lakas. Basta't magkaisa tayong lahat. Ikaw at ako.
Masayang nagaganap sa aming bayan. Magkasama ng mahirap at mayaman. Huwag muling hayaan walang dilim. Hiling ng bawat tao'y bigyan ng pansin.
Magkakapatid lahat sa Panginoon. Ito'y lagi nating tatandaan. Handog ng Pilipino sa mundo. Mapayapang para ang pagbabago. Katotohanan,
enjoy every performances that we prepared for you this evening, and at the same time, learning what Filipinos are made of. Are you guys learning? At the same time, enjoying, having fun tonight? I forgot to tell you we'll be having an exam right after. And it's right minus wrong. No, seriously guys, as I say, every good things must come to an end. We'll love forever. Right, Apple?
Right, Jama? On behalf of Filipino-Canadian community of New Brunswick, we would like to thank everyone for your support and thank you all for making time in your busy schedules to join us here this evening.
Tonight would not have been possible without the funding from the government of New Brunswick, Heritage Canada, and City of Fredericton. We would like to thank our generous sponsors, Josie Livingston, XC Realty, Fredericton Hyundai, NBCC, New Brunswick Community College, FMI, Franchise Management Corporation, Pinoy Point, Lucalu, and to our partners, New Brunswick Multicultural Council, Asian Heritage Society of New Brunswick, and Multicultural Association of Fredericton.
We would also like to extend our heartfelt thank you to our fellow Filipino-Canadian community here in New Brunswick, or in Canada, within Canada, who came from different parts of Canada. Just to support and be with us tonight. We would like to call the production or technical team to come on stage. Please join us here, our stage coordinators, Girly Half-Yard. A round of applause, please. Ada Brendam, I'm not so sure if I pronounce it right, but yeah. Ida Felicidario. A round of applause, please. These people are exerting too much effort to make our show possible tonight for us. Our stage assistant director, Marie Valenciano. Our technical or stage director, Roland Moreno and Mr. Chris de Guzman.
And last, but definitely not the least, we would like to congratulate all the cast and the performers. We would like to thank you for your usual support, contribution, and dedication to our community despite your busy schedules.
Everyone, let's give a round of applause to everybody. Once again, thank you for coming and have a pleasant evening to all.
Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next year. Next year. We'll still be having your $15 next year. All right, thank you once again, guys.